Yeah, get me paid, I'm just tryna get me paid. On my way, niggas know I'm on my way. Out my way, niggas stay up on my way. I don't play, niggas know me, I don't play now. Get me paid, I'm just tryna get me paid. Let it spray, nigga, I'ma let it spray.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Dipset TV back with another one. Yeah, today I'm doing a little something different, you know. So what I'm gonna try to explain to you guys is a system. We're gonna talk about the system, the U.S. system, the United States system, how they brainwash teenagers and young men like me, and a lot of other young men, you know, and a lot of other young women too. All right, so let me get started here. First of all, the reason why I'm doing my videos a little different is I just want to get straight to the point with you guys. That way you can listen to exactly what I'm trying to tell you and what I'm trying to show you guys. So usually what happened is we grew up in a system just like me. I was born in Haiti, but I grew up in the U.S. So I have a U.S. mentality. I grew up just as a black or any black American citizen would, or any other citizen. That's why it's called the United States, because it's United Nations that makes the USA becomes what it is, you know. And the system that we grew up in, they mess us up. So what you could do is you go to school, you learn after you finish your 12 grades, you go to college or you go to university if you get lucky. Now, once you get lucky and you go to university, you get that degree, or you get your PhD, or you get your master's or your bachelor's degree. And it doesn't matter which one you get, you know. So you end up being in a job. Once you in that job, you start working. Once you start working, uh, the income is gonna be able to keep you on a steady level of income. That's if you know how to economize and things like that, you know. Because I'm remembering just like last year, I used to watch motivational speeches, and I used to watch all these people, and they pay these people like $200,000 just to speak to you guys for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You know, let's say for example, David Goggins. We have LT, you know. We have Steve Harvey. We have all type of motivational speeches. What I was figuring out, what are they doing to motivate us that we can't do? We getting the words from them because what? Because they millionaires, because they have money. That's not what brought them to success, you know. But they talk about pushing it or everything. We push every day in our lives just to stay alive. We push every single day. So they're not doing nothing different. It's just because they popular. That's why they pay them a bunch of money to go sit the college or university students and stuff like that. I could do the same thing too. It's just the only thing about it, you know, I have a criminal background, and a lot of things that I've been doing in my past, it describes everything that I might be able to be capable of doing in the future. So a lot of people, first of all, oh, this guy been in prison, he's not the right person to do this, or he's not a role model. Don't think because you've been a victim of the system you can't become a role model, or you can't teach nobody anything. That's why I decided to make this video today. Today we're talking about the system. So let's go back to the beginning again. The system, right? The system. I grew up as a U.S. citizen. I never thought about Haiti or getting deported or anything like that. So due to the fact that I grew up around American citizens, you know, just like I still believe I am, you know, because there's a law that says if your mom was an American citizen before you turn 18, you're automatic American citizen. But that's not a problem. Let's make a long story short. What it is all these motivational speeches, they doing the same thing I'm doing. They just doing it more often because they getting paid for it. You know, I mean, I'm not getting paid for it, but I have a lot of knowledge. What happened was, all right, I probably quit school since junior high and stuff like that. I probably have the low class education, you know. But what I'm seeing is the differences I made in my life and the differences that changed me. So I got deported in '96. And that's when I really became a man, because I've been incarcerated since at 15 years old, you know. So I was a little jitterbug, you know, and I got sent to prison. They brainwashed me, you know. I never knew about I could get deported until maybe like 94 or 95, because we do have classification officers in prison. And you know, and they sent me They sent a letter for selective services. As long as you don't sign your name for that selective services, then they put an immigration hold on you. So now that I got an immigration hold, yeah, okay, I was supposed to get deported. So I got released from prison in 95 somewhere, you know, and I think around January or February. I don't really remember the date. So I got deported in 95. So immigration came and picked me up, and I remember they tried to put me on a plane. Maybe 2 weeks later, they tried to put me on an airplane to go to Haiti, and I was like, man, hey officer, let me tell you something, right? How you gonna feel if you go into a country you don't know nothing about, you don't have no family there, you know? And you know the only thing the officer was like, look, man, I can't force you to go. I could take you back to Chrome. That's the only thing I could do. Because back then they didn't used to have us chained up or anything like that. So they take me back to the jailhouse to Chrome and stuff like that. And you know, my mom, she was doing her thing. Rest in peace to my mom, Sylvia Pinchon. I love you. And, you know, she got me a lawyer and stuff like that. And the lawyer was working on my papers eventually, you know, and they sent me to Key West, Monroe County Jail, you know, and I sat there for a long time, you know, almost 11 months probably. So I got deported. I got to Haiti. I became a man. And I had my first son in Haiti in 98. I was like, I don't remember. But I had my first son in 98. And that's when I became a man. I seen what reality is. And I already know if you going out there to rob or to sell drugs, you better be getting ready to die. I had my first son in 98. And you know, I had to do what I had to do to eat, you know, even though the family was supporting me financially, you know, but, you know, I'm a grown man. I got to be able to take care of self and family. I didn't say what I used to do out there, but I used to do a lot of things out there too, you know. Thank God that he saved my soul. He saved my life. That's why I'm still alive to tell you guys this story right now. So now from hustling, from doing this, I even got in music, you know, started creating rap crews and stuff like that, you know, meeting different peoples, and I started getting out more often and stuff. So I've been deported a long time, you know, so just count 96 until 2024, you know, and yeah, thank God for blessing me, you know, and what's really happening is it's a system. That's what the system does. The system, now I'm living in a different place, either to go get my head chopped off or to go to prison for the rest of your life, or you can just go ahead and grow old. Look, I got these white beards, you know, and a lot of people, oh, daddy, take them off. You looking old. So I am proud of it. I am proud of my beard and stuff like that because I never knew I'd have gray hair, you know. The only thing that was on my head, good thing about it, I was like 15 years old and I got locked up, you know. I didn't think I was going to make it to C16, so God had a better plan for me. Now let's go back to the system again, just like the beginning of the story I was telling you guys. So what the system does, they keep you in a tax bracket. Well, not even a tax bracket. What they call that. So what the system does, they keep you somewhere tight. That way you only could live for survival. You living for every other day. And I learned how to get away from that stuff, you know, because I see a lot of things that I could do that they had my mind trapped into, you know. They had your mind trapped, or my mind, they had me trapped like, you know, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to be able to do this. Due to the fact that I got a criminal background, I'll never be able to have a job, but it's not true, you know. I worked for a lot of companies before. Okay, I could have done better. I could have do this, but by the time that they give me a time to think, they sent me somewhere far away that they'll never have to worry about me again. So I got deported, you know, but that's where I became a man. I learned how work is. I learned how people live. I learned how to obey the law, you understand? Maybe probably if I didn't get deported, I was going to be off the chain or probably on America's Most Wanted or probably dead. You know, so what is going on right now is our teens, we need to try to save these teens because they believe in that drill music. I listen to drill music. I love King Von, rest in peace, Von. I listen to drill music a lot, you know. So I'm looking at, okay, they putting the drill music out and they pushing the gay agenda and all that stuff, you understand? So I felt like I could do the same thing all these motivational speeches is doing, you know, because all they doing is talking about a past that probably didn't even exist. So it's all a story, you know. Everybody has something like they could go back on. So all these motivational speakers, what they do, they getting paid, right? They getting paid 250K, $500,000, you understand, just to go speak for 30 minutes, right? And this is what they do. Like I just gave y'all my story, right? Like this is what happened to me from way back, and this is the way I'm feeling about it, and this is the way I could go about doing things, right? What I could do is give you guys a little boost and to hyper you guys up. You know, that's all the motivational speech is about. It's not about being through more struggle than somebody. It's just about motivation, you know. So all these young guys in the hood, they killing each other for no reason. Basically, that's what it's all about, you know. All it is about moving forward. All it is you made mistakes. Things happened to you before, and this is what you're going to go about doing, and this is how you're going to do it. And the real way you're going to know how to do it, you have to make mistakes not only once but several times. You're going to make a mistake, you're going to make another mistake, and you're going to make some more mistake. Once these happen, you're going to know how to correct them very quick, you know. Like before, I didn't know what to do. I had to listen to these guys giving me motivation. It's not really nothing about motivation. It's just you have to have a self-esteem. That's why it's called self-esteem. If you don't have esteem of your own self, how are you going to boost somebody up, or how are you going to give them a little knowledge of what they could do in the future or to move forward? What kind of high-level conversation can you have with that person? And that's why I gave you the story like that. The reason why I really gave you guys a story of like, this is what happened to me. I'm not complaining I'm a victim right now. Right now I'm a conqueror because I already know what I need to do, what I have to do, and how I'm going to provide for my family and how I'm going to provide for myself. And this is what I want to do in the future because I'm getting real old right now, you know, and a lot of my guys, people that watch me a lot, and homeboys that know me from way back, like, wow, we never make it to see this long, you know. And I had a homeboy that passed away a few days ago. It's touching my heart too, you know, after going through World War II, because once you go to prison, well, once you pass that Dade County jail, because you got to fight your way. Once you pass that Dade County jail, then you go to prison. Well, you go to reception center, because they sent most of the guys from Miami in reception center all the way in Lake Butler, where they got the real rednecks that used to knock people gold teeth out, man. But once you pass that reception center with all these cowboys and stuff like that, you know, once you pass through that, then you go to your regular camp and you make it out alive. You get deported. And things that people did when they deported, just like me, I did a lot of stuff, you understand? You don't know the skeletons in my closet or none of that stuff, but you know, things that people do to survive when they get deported to Haiti or do whatever, you know, it's a lot of things. And if you make it through all that, it's not right now. You're gonna go ahead and throw your life away. All the youth, they throwing themselves away, listening to the drill music, riding around with Dracos, riding around with Glocks with switches. As a matter of fact, let me tell you about the Glock with the extended clips. They jam. You know, so basically, let's put, for example, that's what happened to FBG Duck. He had a Glock with a switch and the extender. What happened? Why he couldn't bust back? Because his gun jammed. You know, a lot of people don't follow these stories. They don't let you know exactly what really happened, you know, but that's what really happened to Duck. That's why he couldn't shoot back. But anyway, rest in peace and condolence to his family, you know. But I don't even know Chicago rappers, but it's some of them that I do listen to, and I see that. And some of them, when they go to the interviews, they let it be known. Like, the more black men I can get to go to jail to do some stupid stuff, jump off the wall, the more money I make. That's why I'm doing a video. It's for like all the young kids out there. I see they doing like a bunch of negative stuff that doesn't even make sense, you know. Just the other day, yeah, I know that's the ops. Yeah, they got Julio Fulio, but come on, you guys work sloppy, you know. Just look back then. The only people that caught murder charges or whatever is somebody that snitched on them way back in the days. Like old school, old heads, or people who've been through that field, who've been running through that jungle, just like you guys running through the jungle right now. They know exactly how to go by doing things. It ain't no face, no case. Nah, it's, yeah, you got to remove the fingerprints. You got to do a lot of things, you know. And I had homeboys that really went through operations to get their fingerprints changed and everything like that. Yeah, I say it can't be done, but it's done. I seen a lot of people do that. Real OGs is not gonna push you out there to go do something stupid or to go do something dumb and get arrested and have to do the rest of your life in prison. You know, I was watching an interview the other day of one of King Von homies. You know, I forgot buddy name. You know, and he from O Block too. He was like, you know, the way things went with Von. You know, he had almost caught life sentences for 2 murder charges and 2 attempted murders, and he beat the case. And you know, Von did his time and he got out. He became a millionaire. He got rich. And he was a role model for all the kids. And believe me, he's a demon. So God took him because God wanted him to leave that way. He was like, man, this guy went to prison. He went to hell and back. He been on the block. He had everybody shook. And then, you know, he died over a stupid reason. And he was set for the rest of his life. All he had to do was chill and collect his music royalties, you know. And a lot of you young guys out there, I see that in y'all too. Y'all got bright futures, you know. Some of you guys, y'all know how to paint good, because I see some drawings, you know, little young 14, 15-year-old doing is way creative than artists from way back, you know. I heard music that some of you guys sing also, you know, they nice. All you gotta do is take time. You don't have to be a hood superstar with the glizzy, you understand? You can be a hood superstar through music, through your art, through gymnastic. I remember back then I was in Brevard. We had a dude named Shorty Fats. One of my dogs too named Kerry Hound from Miami, you know. And them boys used to be the Olympics, man. They used to be doing double, triple backflips, and they used to do things, you know. So basically these guys, I really liked them, and I believe they were supposed to be in the Olympics and stuff, you know. But anyway, that was a sad case for them because they ended up in prison. When they got out, I don't really know what happened, but I do know K-Hound had an album. That was like one of my aces in prison too, you know. So what I'm just trying to stress to you guys is all you got to do is just follow something you can go through. You understand? You don't have to be out there drilling. What you're going to get out of that? After a few years, what's going to happen? Your homeboys is going to forget about you. Your parents might even forget about you, and you end up the rest of your life in prison. I had a lot of homies I lost to the game. I lost to this thing called drilling. I lost to being a real nigga, you know. All I'm trying to give you guys is a little knowledge, man. There's some of these things that y'all don't need to go through or y'all don't even need to do. Some of you guys don't even need to be outside in the hood, period, because your parents is taking care of you real good. That'll be all for today. Dipset TV. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification. Peace.
Just be yourself.
Cool motivations.
People don't have to like you, and you don't have to care. You can't change how people feel about you. So don't even try. Just live your life and be happy.